speak now, it's time for a thrill so deep, secret that can enjoy.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So where have I been? Well, since the last time I saw you all, I've moved house. I've now got a new 4-bedroom house with a ginormous front and rear garden, to which I'm going to be bringing you a video log of the move process of the new workshop or office which I'm building in the back garden. So I've just leveled the ground at the moment, and I'll be putting the foundations in the next few days, and then I'll be building a 12-foot by 10-foot wooden workshop with two partitions, with an office in the front and then a back room for the stock room. And then there's going to be a filming location for my bushcraft channel at the background at the same time. So why does my camera keep flicking backwards and forwards? I don't really know. So that is where I've been over the last few months and over the Christmas period. So about 2020, I'll just shut the door quickly. So 2020, it's been a funny year really, isn't it? So I haven't really managed to get out at all for the whole of 2020, really, due to lockdown, due to our family's been in shielding, so there's not really much I could have done sort of on there. And so in a way of pickups, there hasn't really been too many pickups, so which has affected the sales briefly onto eBay as well. But what pickups I did get, I made sure I really looked into it and ensured that I actually got the best pickups possible for the less contact I could actually physically make. Looking at it, I only went to I went out for one car boot trip. Well, I actually done 3 car boot trips, but 2 of the car boot trips I went out were shut. So there was one at the very start of the year, and the car boot season wasn't actually open yet. And I went out again a few weeks ago, and they were shut again, closed for the winter season. But I did go just in the middle of summertime. I done one road trip with my oldest, and we done 2 car boot sales or 3 car boot sales in one day, and filled the car up with a very big haul of board games is what I was mainly going out for, and any sort of toys which I could flip. In the way of other pickups, I've done 2 charity shops and bought 3 or 4 things out of charity shops. That is the entire year, but most of my stuff has been through Gumtree or through Facebook pickups, or through local collection for eBay only. Sorry, my neck. Those have actually been quite good pickups. I've had 2 really good pickups of Nerf. I've had 2 really good pickups of Lego, and I also had another pickup of something else which I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, so they are the only pickup. Oh yeah, and the other pickup was vintage paraffin stoves, gas stoves and gas cookers and that sort of stuff. Yeah, so they are my 3 pickups which I've actually picked up over the year, main ones. I've done the odd little buying here and there on eBay, just buying a couple of little things in, which I thought I might better flip over. So in that, enough said over there, that luckily when I moved out of the other house, I had nearly a complete shed full of dead stock just sitting there, which I've been probably 2-3 years, and I've still got some of that stuff sitting in the shed now which I still haven't dealt with. I've had that much stockpile, which I didn't realise I had. It's actually kept me floating over the entire year, and on top of that I've managed to get free payouts from the government for the self-employed sort of scheme as well, so that sort of helped a little bit of the tick over. But that's enough said of where we've been this year. Really what you want to see is a few things. So I've picked out 10 items which I've been selling regularly, or types of items which I've been selling regularly, and some average sort of price ranges which I've picked up over the year. And I just thought I'd just bring you along. So let's flick over to the camera. No, let's flick over to the computer screen now and see what we actually got. So as you realise that I've done a big turn from my shop. I used to sell all sorts of paraphernalia sort of on my shop, but recently, due to my new bushcraft channel, if you haven't checked that out, check up there, UK Survival. That's where I post my videos merely sort of once a week, sometimes twice a week on that channel. That's why I'm quite slow uploading onto this main channel. Sort of, I do apologise about everyone. But my biggest seller actually for this entire year, I started selling pre-medieval chafing stoves. Fuel heaters, which I got I signed up to Macro just before the pandemic started, and so I've got a Macro account where I can go into these and buy these in bulk. And if you see on here, I've sold 82 lots of these. It's astonishing. I've just sold another one today for £7.89. They cost me about that price for 12 tins. So with the £3 postage on top of that, £3 postage and that sort of thing, I make probably about £2.50 per every chafing stove. So it's not that much, but they're new, but they are just quick flips. It's easy. I just go to the Macro, buy a crate of six boxes of 12 tins, come home for 50 quid. I buy them for 50 quid, come home and just upload them, and they just flick through. So it's very, very, not much profit, but very, very quick turnovers relatively through what's actually selling sort of this year. So they are the chafing stoves, and I just sell them just to say that you can put them in little frying pans. That's me cooking some pancakes for a challenge I did once. That's all it is alcohol stoves, all the ones you put, you heat your curries up, you just keep the curries heating up. But that's been one of my best sellers throughout the entire year. I've got them back for free, I've got individuals, I've also got 3.5 hour ones to freeze and in ones as well. Plus I also put these into other kits which I create at the same time as well. So they have multiple uses and I get multiple money. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Multiple uses from it. Right, other things which I've been picking up. So this is a friend. I got contacted by one of my friends, said their son wants to sell their PS1 and about 15-20 games, and I picked the whole thing up for 60 quid. I sold the PS1 for 70 quid on its own. That's another story. I'll hear that one later. But all the games were in such very good condition. There's some good markers in there, and that sort of turned me back into what I'm going to talk to you at the end of this video. So stick along. Some of the terms I'm changing to this channel as well. So the computer games, if they got good value, I'll sell them at the price of which I can get for them, or if not, I'll just bundle them up and sort of thing of there. It's one of those things, do you sell them individually or do you not get a lot of money? But if you just quick flips and sort of thing, yes, they're quite good sort of things. But because people have been locked down for this entire year, computer games for me this year have just skyrocketed straight out of the shop. Some of the old ones have been kicking around for years inside my stock are just gone, just because people just getting their old retro consoles out, getting bored, sitting at home, and they're just buying computer games just to play computer games. Also, the collecting market's gone really, really big recently for computer games as well. Another thing which has been sort of I've been doing really, really well on is tinter tins. I make my own tinter tins. I just get a few. I've got signed up to a wholesaler for metal tins, and where you see there selling for £7 free posters, they go as a large letter for 80p, but actually the cost for this comes from, when you add all those sort of things up, it's probably about £1 which I have to put into it, maybe £1.50. So then postage, so I'm making £4 or £5. I'm making about £4 for every one of these tins sort of I'm making, and I sell different variations. I sell 25 fires, 30 fires, 25 fires with ferro rods. Also got 6 fire tins as well, little mini ones as well. So a whole load of different array of tins, and it's the same products I have. I just put them into different things. So I buy one item wholesale, and then I split it up to about 15 different items which I can go through, and that's been really, really well for me this over this season, because people have just been doing things in the back garden, camping in the back garden, all sorts, and just having fun in their gardens. As I say, another thing that's been going really well for me this year has been board games. So I didn't have too many board games inside my stock, so that's really why I wanted to go to the car boot sale, mainly to go down and get as many board games as physically possible. I didn't mind if they were complete or not complete, because as you've seen recently, I've been splitting board games down and making some good profit on splitting board games down. I'm sort of on there, but we're coming into New Year and Tier 4. We're going to lockdown again, aren't we? In some counties going to Tier 5. So board games, computer games are going to go straight back into the selling pot again. So I'm just trying to get some more of those as well. Right, so that's it for the recent ones which I picked up from from eBay. Excuse me. A few of the older ones which I wanted to touch on, I've taken some screenshots out of my PayPal, so you can see roughly what they've been paying for, and there'll be some overlay pictures of if I've still got the photos on my file, or if not, I'll just find some photos which roughly match up to what they actually are. So some of the photos might not be mine, so just bear that in mind when you look at the quality of them. So this one here, electronics. People have been sitting at home, they've been homeschooling, that sort of stuff, so printers are being a big asset. So I had 3 printers in my house doing nothing inside the loft. So I dragged those down, cleaned them up, fixed them all up, and I listed those, and all 3 of those went within a week, 2 weeks of listing. And then I was on the lookout for other printers, so if I saw any good printers on Facebook, or if I saw printers in charity shops, I picked those up, and they were just flipping very, very quickly, because people, I went through a printer myself. I had a black and white laser. Oh, it was actually this one over here. You can see the Samsung Express, but I was doing that much printing with my work and that, and I needed some colour, so I ended up selling that one to buy a brand, well, you can't see it up there, a colour laser printer, sort of over there. Other things which is going really well, as I said at the start of the video, it was Lego. I was going through the places and seeing what holes of Lego can I buy, and what I can make of them. So I got a big Lego Friends set all mixed up, and there was about 15 sets of Lego Friends, and they were all averaging about this price, £27.99, and I paid £40 for the whole lot. So I just need to get a drink. The shower's been on for ages. I've just got a bit of a dry cough because it's so dry in the house. So Lego, and also I realised as well that I still had probably about 2 boxes of Lego which was in storage from that ginormous haul I picked up a couple of years ago for £1,500. Probably about, no, really £3,000 worth of Lego I picked up about 2 years ago in the storage locker. I've still got some of that Lego kicking around, and I started to sell off some of the old manuals. Guys, that many manuals from that, and they were just too cheap a sets to worry about trying to find the pieces, or the sets that just had too many pieces left. So I started to sell the Lego manuals separately. For £4 or £5 a manual, and they were just going as well. So there's money in the Lego sets, the pieces, and the manuals, sort of on there. Right. Yeah, as I said, Lego. This was from the previous Lego haul. I had this kicking around for nearly 3 years before I even bothered building it. And when I come around to build it, I got 40 quid from it. So, and that's just surprising. It just sits around, and I had that much of it. I just forgot about it. Yeah, some more PS2 sort of stuff. I went through all of my old game consoles because the sales are getting quite low. At one stage, I had a massive collection of game consoles, and when I looked at them all, every single one of them was practically broken, bar a couple of them. I had 4 PS2s, so in the end, I decided to make some bundles out of them. So this one just went for a PS2 with Sonic Heroes, Buzzed iToy, and that sort of thing. Got 30 quid for it. So game consoles again, they were going quite regularly. And then this is my the other haul which I said about camping equipment, because I like to go camping sort of stuff and get a bit of a collection myself of old stoves. God. Oh, I've got a dry cough. I've not got COVID before anyone says anything. So some old camping paraffin stoves. This is just Tilly lamps, and this one wasn't actually a Tilly lamp. This is a Bodleian model, which is a British one, and I got 30 quid for this one over here. But I was selling Tilly lamps for £40–50. I bought a whole massive job lot of lanterns, and for about £125 I think I paid for it. I had a bit of drive to go pick it up, and I came back with 32. There's a whole video on it, which I'll put a link up here. On the stoves themselves and lanterns themselves, and they're doing really well. They say just even the little Coleman camping guards, they're not Coleman, they're Camping Guards International, sort of French French sort of brand. They're the Punch sort of stoves, and I'm getting £15. And all I'm doing, I'm refurbing all these as well. So they're not just selling it to clean them up. I'm actually refurbing, changing all the washers, taking them all out. I found somewhere in Yarmouth, just up the road from about 20 miles from where I live, who remanufactures all these washers and that sort of stuff. There. And it works out around about £1.50 for all the washers, which I then refurb the kits, and they go out really, really well. The last sort of ones which I have been selling, which I haven't actually got one on here because I couldn't actually find it, was Nerf guns. As I said, I found a really, really good couple of holes of Nerf blasters where I picked one bundle up for £40, which is now literally 4 doors from where I now live. And I sold, and there was 7 guns or blasters from them, and I sold 2 of them for £40 each. After I cleaned them up and that sort of stuff, and the rest of them like bundle fodder. And then that's what I do. I look at, when I buy the Nerf blasters, I look at how much the whole set's worth, and or how much they want the whole set for. Then I see, are there a good couple of blasters which I can get my money back, and the rest are bundle fodder. But when you add all those bundle fodders sort of back up, you actually get some good value out of selling over there. So I've done some little bundles, about 4 or 5 blasters for 20, 30 quid as well. So so that's it. I hope you enjoy my sales sort of come on there. And moving into 2020, I've now, because I've now got a new workshop, I'm sort of on that. I'm going to have a new recording area. I'm going to put a new lighting in that. But I'm now going, and because I've seen how well consoles are going, I've now started to get my. I used to do Nintendo Wii and sort of repairs. I'd buy them in, as you saw ages ago. I put a video up here as well. I got a ginormous job lot of broken or Wii's, and made some really, really good money out of learning how to fix the Wii's and turning them over. And I've done a couple of videos on how to do it as well. So I've now gone into handheld consoles, so I've just bought a couple of job lots of handheld consoles, to which I'm going to hopefully fix those up. I've been DS's sort of, I'm averaging between £30 and £50 for the DS lights up to the 3DS's. Some of them go for £70, £80. So if you can fix them up and that sort of stuff, which I'm going to give it a go. I've got all the tools, I've got everything already from when I last did the stuff. So I just bought a couple of bundles on eBay for the last few days, and I'm hoping for them to turn up in the next couple of days, where I can actually fix these up and actually start working on that. Because as we said, I can't go out, the car boot sales aren't going on, so I need to try to think of other ways around it. So, and there's lots and lots of job lots of broken computer games and broken stuff out there, and if you learn how to fix things, you can actually turn some good money. Because we're all stuck indoors, I can't do nothing else, so I thought, well, let's bring some broken stuff into me, sit around, fix them up and making some good money on them, instead of trying to run around and trying to find decent stuff. Let's just bring the stuff to me and make it decent. So that's how my new ethos is going to be next year. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Pick a like, comment down, subscribe below. I know I've got a good amount of following sort of still with me, so thank you for all the 1,400 odd who are still with me, and I haven't been posting for that many, but I will be putting some more videos onto the channel as we go through, because now I'm going to be in the own office. I'm going to bring you some different sort of videos of tips and tricks which I'm going to be learning along the way. I've got a whole new video equipment, as you see, like I've got the top of my mic stand. We've got camera recording software, all sorts sort of going ahead now to actually really give you the best quality videos and footage I can think of for YouTube. That's it. Nothing else to say really. Be safe everyone, and have a good 2021. Because it's the 30th of December today when I'm filming this, so hopefully it'll be out with you on the 31st. Bye everyone.